Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the early morning streams of Runefest, or at least it was early morning for me, and what they talked about, as well as, any things that they revealed and my opinions on them. This is going to include the lore stream, the Mythbusters stream, and maybe a little bit of the survey, although I might have to make a separate one for the survey results because there was a lot of stuff in there, and I really like to go over those things and get excited about them. Right now, they are doing a Q&A for the survey results, and the game show is happening right now, and we're just before the RuneScape 3 keynote, which I'm really looking forward to, so I wanted to try and take this time to make a quick video going over the early morning stuff so I could get it out before doing the survey results and the keynote later. So there'll be at least 2 more videos from me today on the other items, and I'm just going to be skilling on my hardcore here in this video while I talk about this stuff. But for the lore, in the very early morning, they were supposed to announce something last night. Somehow it got delayed to the very early morning, and it ended up being the official announcement of the new skill, and that is going to be Archaeology. So yeah, they have confirmed that it's going to be Archaeology. We kind of knew that it was going to be this. I was hoping it would be Necromancy. That was the coolest one in my eyes in terms of like the way it sounded like it could be. But it ended up being Archaeology, and I'll definitely talk more about this at the keynote because they are going to be revealing a lot more information about it there. But it does go to 120, and it is not an elite skill, which is a big surprise to me. I really thought that they would be doing an elite skill for Archaeology, but it is not an elite skill. So I don't know, that kind of surprised me. I'm happy about it, kind of. I don't know, it just kind of depends because obviously the way Invention works, you get tons of XP in Invention pretty quickly, and that makes the elite skill curve not as bad, but for some skills that would be a really, really bad curve. It would probably all just end up having to be balanced around it, but I'm kind of happy that it's not an elite skill personally, but I know some people might not be, but yeah, that's pretty much. And also the cape looks sick. Apparently it's white and black, white with black trim, and based on what I saw, that looks really, really cool. They also got there's also been like a leak of certain relics that are going to come from the Archaeology skill, and there's a whole list of those that was like a picture that people had of like a piece of paper or something. So that is there. I will not be listing out all of them because there are a lot there, but apparently relics are going to be one of the things that come out of this skill that give you various passive things, and you can have a maximum of 3 of them active at once. And apparently they're like the core rewards that are going to be coming from Archaeology. So it'll be interesting to see how much details they reveal of those at the keynote. And also there was some sort of survey thing that was revealed, leaked, whatever. I don't know how true this is, but it says after you have listened to the RuneScape keynote, please let us know your thoughts on the reveals. And the ones that are listed are Archaeology and then 120 Farming and Herblore. So maybe we'll see 120 Farming and Herblore announced at the keynote, but I'm not gonna talk about that until it is official, I don't think. So yeah, moving on now, let me talk about the lore stream. I don't have a lot for this, but I just want to mention it. Some things, well, I do have actually a decent bit of stuff. Well, not really. But anyways, I did take like notes while I'm listening to these streams just so I know what to talk about. But for the lore, do I not? Oh, I forgot to summon my, oh no, I do have. Where is it? My carpet giving me the dust. Is this glitched? Where's my carpet? I don't have a pet to dismiss, then why can't I? Ah, damn it. Well, I've been wasting XP not getting my carpet dust. Anyways, sorry. So they talked a little bit about Archaeology in the lore stream, which I thought was interesting because they are going to try and build some lore around it. They mentioned that it's going to be focused around the God Wars, which is really cool. I'm interested to see that. It's going to be I don't know. I like that era of the game in terms of the lore. It sounds like it'd be a really cool thing for them to focus on for that, so they mentioned that. They also said that each dig site, because there's going to be various dig sites obviously that you're going to be training at, that's, it's Archaeology, what do you expect? Each of these dig sites is like unique and has its own story, environment, and training methods at each, so that made it sound pretty cool. And they also mentioned that the Varrock dig site is not going to be involved in the Archaeology skill apparently, which is, kind of a surprise, but there's going to be various dig sites all around the game world that are going to actually be the ones that are, the places you train at. So they're going to be new places, not necessarily existing places. So that was pretty cool. They didn't talk too much about it, but they did just give those little tidbits, and I'm really looking forward to the details that come out of the keynote. So we'll have to see what they talk about there. The only other thing that I had on here was the Elder Gods. They did go through kind of the whole storyline up to now, and that's, they just touched on, they give a kind of an overview of it, which I thought was pretty good. So I guess I'll give a little summary in case you would like to know more about it. Pretty much, Elder Gods lay their eggs in the worlds that they create and then go to sleep, and their eggs will hatch into new generations of Elder Gods. That's basically how they work. And there are 5 Elder Gods. There's Jas, Ful, Wen, Bik, and Ma. Ma was the one who created Saren, the god, Zeros, and the Majorat. And spoiler alert for some quests if you care, but Ma was killed by Saren during Children of Ma, the quest. So she's dead, but so I guess there's 4 Elder Gods that are still alive. And on Gielinor, they laid their eggs in the heart of the world. I'm not sure if that is referencing the God Wars 2 area, but that's what they said. They said the heart, so I don't know. I don't think they meant God Wars 2, but they did say that. And then Guthix came along and found out about the Elder Gods and was working to keep them asleep. And when Sliske killed Guthix, Jas woke up, and Jas used Sliske as her agent to observe the mortal race, I guess. And obviously that wasn't a great thing because Sliske was kind of a piece of crap. But then we kill Sliske in Sliske's endgame, and then you would know if you read the bit at the end of that quest. Basically, we have to prove that mortal life deserves to exist or we'll all be destroyed. And Jas also woke up the rest of the Elder Gods, and they're not very happy with us at this point. So hopefully we can prove that we're worth existing in the future. But that's pretty much it for the Elder Gods lore stuff that they talked about. Also, in the interim between sessions or whatever you want to call them, they did a little quiz, which I thought was a really cool thing. I didn't know, I don't use Twitch much, and it was pretty cool and worked really well. On the screen, they popped up the questions, and it slowly counted down, and the faster you answered, the more points you got. But if you answered too fast and got it wrong, you'd lose more points as well. And there was 9 or 10 questions, and the top 10 people got prizes, and I actually got 3rd place out of the 7,100 people that participated in the quiz. I got 3rd place. Maybe I'll try and put some pictures on the screen of my my just as proof of it, but I did get 3rd place in the quiz, which was, I don't know, I wasn't expecting to, honestly, when it started, but I only got one question wrong, and that was how many quests was King Rold involved in. I answered too fast and just kind of guessed, which was a really bad idea because I lost a ton of points. If I had just not even answered that question and gotten net 0 points, I would have gotten 1st place. But I put 7. Apparently it was 10. I didn't think it would be the highest option. That was the only reason that I put 7. I didn't really put any more thought into it than that. But yeah, either way, I got all the rest of the questions correct and did it fast enough to get 3rd place, and I submitted my email to them, and apparently I'm going to get some sort of prize. I think it's just membership for getting in the top 10, but I mean, I'll take it. I was just so excited that I actually managed to win that. So if you guys participated in the quiz, how did you do? Let me know in the comments. They also did one for old school. I don't really know much about old school. I got most of the questions about regular RuneScape right, though. They kind of just, had general RuneScape questions. I didn't get the one about the oldest Barrows brother. For some reason in the back of my mind, I had the thought that Carol was the oldest. I don't know why, but Aram is apparently the right answer for that one. And I thought it was really funny how many people put that Sigmund was the leader of Humans Against Monsters, or HAM. And I can definitely see why people would think that if they don't really pay attention and just do the quests. But it's actually Johannes Olsbricht, or whatever his name is, down in the Ham area, who is the leader. And I knew that right away, but the only reason why I knew that was because I used to do a ton of easy clues. back in the day, and I always, saw that guy down there, and I just knew it for some reason, which was kind of funny. But some of the other ones, like, I would just get wrong, like the one with the Dark Wizards in near Varrock. I put 7 and 23. It's 7 and 20. That kind of annoyed me. And also, I didn't know how much you had to pay to change a Zamorakian spear into a Hasta. I mean, I just have I wouldn't know that at all. I've never done it. Don't really play old school, so wouldn't have that knowledge. But yeah, those quizzes were really, really cool. I really enjoyed that little bit personally, and I hope they do that with their regular streams in the future at some point. But yeah, got 3rd place. Hopefully I'll get some cool membership or whatever. We'll see when they email me. I'll definitely mention it in a video down the road. And then the only other section that was in the morning that I wanted to touch on was the Mythbusters section, and I don't have a whole lot to bring up on this one personally, but I really did enjoy that section. It was a great little section. It wasn't like super cringe or anything like that, and just overall enjoyable. And they've had some pretty funny things in there that you wouldn't have expected them to address. At least I wouldn't have. So I really enjoyed that bit. They said that the climbing boots update way back in the day wasn't an inside job. Total lie, if you ask me. But they did say that. And they also went through a list of all the skills they were considering as a new skill, which was really interesting to me. And the ones, I didn't actually catch them all. Like I think there was 1 or 2 that I missed. But they listed sailing, archaeology, which obviously is the one that I picked, necromancy. So necromancy was a consideration, and I would have loved that one to see if that one, I would have loved to see that one get picked, but it didn't. And then the only other one that I caught on there was trading, which I just don't even understand how that would be a skill. It sounds so weird, but that was one on there as well. So yeah, the only other bit, I mean, if you were interested in the section, you'd probably just want to watch it yourself when they put it on YouTube, because it was just a cool little thing to watch. Nothing really super interesting, or not what I meant, like super impactful or like important to mention in my opinion, but it was just cool. I would recommend you watch it. One thing that apparently a lot of people didn't know, which I have known for a long time, and I think it's even on the wiki, but if you're going for strange rocks, if you get a strange rock in one of the skills that you are training, it'll be 50% less likely for you to get the second strange rock unless you go do another skill and get a strange rock from there first and then come back. So if you're going for strange rocks, you want to get one from each skill and then go back through and get the second one from each skill. And that makes it kind of annoying because you have to change your skill so often. But yeah, that was a little thing that I thought was worth mentioning to anyone who might not know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a really great segment. Again, I really would recommend you to watch it, and yeah, just check it out. And other than that, I don't want to go into anything with the survey because I wouldn't be able to cover enough of it before the keynote starts. The keynote is starting very soon, so I'm going to wrap this video up here, you guys, and go watch the keynote. Really looking forward to seeing the reveals. And I will have a new videos out later on the survey and on the RuneScape 3 keynote. So yeah, really looking forward to checking this out. Hope you guys are watching the stream as well, and I'll see you guys later today for those other videos. Peace.